It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from App Stupid Studios. It's been a beautiful Monday today. Y'all know what time it is when you see the lady singing and the slow beat bringing. It's me in the studio doing my thinging. We talked about the 49ers. They overpaid Brock Purdy. Yeah, we laid out our reasons why he's basically overpaid, and then they locked him in up until 2030. We'll see how that turns out. Then Trey Hendrickson, Cincinnati Bengals bungle his bag, and you find out why they need to pay him immediately. Then we pivoted, talked some Georgia football, and Kirby Smart was asked about him losing kids in the state of Georgia to other competitive football teams in other conferences, and why he had to ensure the money class that, that thing's getting ugly. The landscape of college is different now. And we also followed that up with Hugh Freeze in Auburn, why he did the same thing Kirby Smart had to, is address the money class, not behind closed doors, but out front in the media. And we start asking questions about that. So that brings us to our last story of the day. Dame Dash is at it again, and it got worse. It got a whole lot worse for Dame. So we're going to go ahead and jump into that when we come back on the other side of the content. It's your boy Big Vern. Give me a beat. It's your boy Big Vern pumping a new rap album this month. Key Glock, Glockavelli, in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track, the title track itself, Glockavelli. Blue Devil's hard. Blue Devil's hard. Badu, she's ready. The Grinch is crazy. Whoever thought to do that beat like on that tempo? Give me a break. Paper Cuts, again, 3 a.m. in Tokyo. Key Glock, Glockavelli, in stores now. Oh, shout out to Memphis, Tennessee. I got y'all one of them ones. Key Glock ain't playing. That boy is nice on that mic, man. Make sure y'all go get Glockavelli. So, Dame Dash. And the fall continues. I'm not running down on him or coming after dude, but let's keep it a bean. A New York judge has ordered the sale of Dame's assets tied to the Dash Group, his business held entirely under his wife Raquel Horn's name, to settle a debt stemming from 2019 copyright lawsuits. Now, how you got company stashed in your wife's name? What mogul does that? What legit businessman moves like this? Is that honorable? Is he a culture vulture? Because he's always looked at as this financial guru, and it bears no fruit at all. Why do they keep putting this dude in front of us? Pause. And I'm not coming for homie. So don't make it like, oh, every minute. No. I really don't like doing stories like that, because to me that's whack, and I have no interest in it. However, when it comes to Dame Dash, this is a person who's always tried to front on everybody for having a job. Oh, I'm in the flips. I'm doing it. Come on, man. Be real with the people, because when you go to court, you tell them something different. But when you're in front of us, it's a whole bunch of being braggadocious and bravado. I got this, I got it. When you telling the judge you don't own nothing and you're not making $6,000 a month, come on, man. Now, we got more lawsuits, people. Author and filmmaker Edwina Brooks sued Dash, accusing him of releasing a film adaptation of Mafita book series without consent. She won $78,289 in a judgment in 2020. Now, is that honorable? It's bad enough you're misleading people, but you took a black woman's work without consent. Are you the culture vulture? Don't tell me what Leo Cohen and all these guys are doing. If you doing the same thing, you can't point your finger at these people and say they're mistreating black people and you're doing the exact same thing. Also, if you keep talking about all of these millions and how you loaning people millions, why haven't you paid a $78,000 judgment and it's going on 5 years? And in true Dame fashion, he didn't pay her. Yep, that's right. Don't tell me about Lee Daniels again, who owes you money, and you ran up on him to get that money, but that made that honorable. If all of these people ran up on you to get their money back, you see how that works? What's good for the goose? He countersued and lost, then allegedly hid assets through shell companies like the Dash Group and Poppington LLC. With legal fees and interest, Dame now owes closer to $100K. Come on, man. Knock it off. Don't sit up here and say CEO talk. Come on, man. I'm ready to have a CEO off with 50, my children's books, my networks. None of that is in your name, sir. You established a fake company to hide your assets. 50 Cent is on Stars. 50 Cent has multiple shows. 50 Cent is even selling shows to different streaming platforms. Can't sit up here and talk boss because that's not boss shit. None of that is boss shit. Why would a successful mogul need to put something in his wife's name? Come on now. You talk fast, but you think slow. Dame Diddy, Dame Daddy, a Dame Dummy. If you balling out of control and all of this CEO talk, why didn't you pay the $78K? Mr. $1 million ain't no money. That's a fair question. After repeated attempts to collect, Brooks asked the court to force a sale of his holdings. The judge appointed a receiver to liquidate Horne's ownership of the Dash Group, which court documents list as fully in her name. The company includes several of Dash's prize ventures, his American News streaming service, his CEO by Dash platform, and the children's book Dusko Goes to Space. So if we were to take him by his own words that he wants a CEO challenge with 50 Cent, he just lost. Stars Network, they're not suing 50 Cent. 50 isn't ducking post debts and hiding assets. We've covered a story not too long ago where he didn't even open the books for the companies he had listed on his tax returns. And that was him getting a lawsuit, a defamation lawsuit by a cat out there in Hollywood about some films. I can't with this dude. And again, I wouldn't be coming for Dame if they, meaning the mass media, wasn't putting this dude in our face like he is some sort of financial guru, like he has the industry on his terms and how he wants it. Nobody is doing this. Nobody is doing this. The head of CBS isn't doing this. The head of multiple corporations aren't doing this. Successful corporations, they're not doing any of this. And just like that, Dame, he's in the news again, and he's got some bad news that he was dreading. He's now required to turn over company records, proceeds from the sale, in which will be used to pay Brooks. This dude, I just can't keep rocking with this guy. And we all seen Dame Dash for what he is, for what he is. If he's not talking about Jay-Z or something that went down 30 years ago, or manifesting his fake love for Aaliyah, I don't doubt that he didn't love her at some point, but that's who this guy is. That's who this guy is. He's 100% arrogant. And he talks about stuff that he did 30 years ago. Nobody knows what he's doing now. He screwed over Kenyatta. He wrote the book Culture Vultures. He had a little bit of traction, a little bit of heat. What happened? He backstabbed Kenyatta. He's showing up on the Breakfast Club with all of these battle rappers and everything and telling people you got a boss and I only speak CEO. Bro, knowing you was hiding your assets in your wife's name. If your wife decided to leave you and she wanted to divorce you because she knew how much money that you actually had, if it's all in her name and she walks away, you can't get nothing because you don't own nothing. And if you dodging taxes, just say, I'm dodging taxes. That's how I'm dodging taxes. I'm putting everything in a shell company. I'm putting stuff in my wife's name. Why should she pay the taxes on it? Is that honorable? Why are you ripping off Black authors and taking their books without their permissions and screen adaptations? Is that honorable? Oh, it's a movie coming out on BET. Honor up. Man, look, I don't got BET. I don't got BET Plus. I think it's a waste of time. If Paramount doesn't even see this as a financial holding or an asset or a valued asset to even have in the catalog, why should I? Again, this is the guy who's behind on child support. He asked for a reduction. What he says in court is different from the things he say in front of us. He's always faking. He's saying that he didn't even own the Rockefeller chains, but when he was selling his publishing for reasonable doubt, he was like, I'll throw in a Rockefeller chain. Well, why would you do that? You don't own it, and so there's a high chance that this could be fake. Why would I want to own something that's fake? And then those proceeds was actually, they went to paying back child support. You played games with this woman, you stole her work, and then you published it without her consent. You took a $78,000 judgment, and now it's $100K. So if this was a CEO off, you lost. Nothing about this is cool. You just lost to 50. A guy who you told him $1 million ain't no money. And if you had $1 million, you would gladly pay that 78,000. If you had $1 million, they wouldn't be trying to track you down for $100K. They're only dissolving those companies because you're hiding money to not pay people. Is that honorable? You know what? I don't even like doing stuff like this. This is whack to me. We should spend time talking about more sports. But to take time out to address this, anyway, look, have a good day. We'll be back too. We'll be back Wednesday. We'll be back.
Well, that's the show. Thank you all for joining us. We had a great time. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe button and share the content. This is Big Vern, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.